Yes, I have written a book and it's free. And I truly believe that it will save your career. Now, it is called XDD, Experience Driven Development. And you can see the link right over there, where you can also support the development of XDD. We will find out a little bit more how this all works. It's right over here on GitHub. And yeah, feel free to check it out. If you like it, use it and maybe store it or share it with your developer friends. That's the only thing I ask of you. Oh, maybe you want to also like this video, take a look at the whole playlist because there is more coming, or maybe subscribe to the channel. So, yes, I have written a book. It's my first book actually. And it's basically a distillation of a few really long months of thinking about AI and using AI and thinking about what's coming next to the channel and to software development in general. So what I came up with is experience-driven development. And this playlist is going to go through with it. This first video, I'm just going to give you a highlight of the whole book because it's not just a framework, it's a philosophy. And the philosophy is detailed in the book. It's inside the wiki right over here. So you can read that. As you can see, there are many chapters over here. Go ahead, feel free to read them. And also, if you want, give me also feedback. And yeah, in this playlist, I'm just going to go through all of these chapters. Today, I'm just going to go through the whole holistic view of what experience-driven development is. Basically, the book that I would highly recommend you to read because it will, I honestly think it will save you your career. Or if you're just starting out, in software development, you want to become a software engineer, it will make you a software engineer in the AI world. Now, what I usually do is just have some these kind of maps that I'm going to share with you in these tutorial sessions. Previously, if you take a look at my channel, you will see a lot of code, a lot of coding related. I do believe that syntax is basically replaced by AI, so I'm not going to go in that area anymore. Also, I'm not going to go into the productivity rush that we have right now with AI, Cloud Code, and all of the others with skills and processes. Those come and go. It's just hype. It might be well hyped or not, but they just come and go. I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon because of my 15 years of experience and how to build proper software. I came up with, and I'm just going to go with experience-driven development. And with these maps, it's easier to just explain. So let's just go through that. So the highlight says productivity is becoming a commodity, stay valuable in a world where everyone has AI. Yes, so as we see these models evolve, as the harnesses evolve, as the skills evolve, as the whole industry shifts into more productivity, managers require you to build and ship more. Productivity is becoming a commodity. Everyone will be able to, just be more productive. And there's a saying that, and I hear this quite a lot, that senior developers are the most who benefit from this new trend because they have kind of the background knowledge throughout the years. They have the expertise of using AI the proper way and make themselves more productive. Yeah, juniors or those who don't know that much, don't have a domain expertise, they tend to be fired or not hired at all, and not being able to move forward in their career. So XDD will help both of them, meaning that senior developers, now we have these huge productivity gains. We tend to not evolve, like build, like we did previously, our expertise. And XDD solves that. And junior developers, like those who just start out or just want to improve themselves, they actually don't know what to do because they are not in that privileged position to have that expertise that senior developers have. XDD solves that too. So pay attention. Experience development. So usually what I do right over here at the top, right over here, is that I just summarize what's going to come. So AI writes more of the code, which you obviously can see. Growth can quietly stop. What do I mean by that? I'm going to go into the details, but just a highlight of that. You prompt AI to give you the solution, it gives you the solution, maybe you glance at it, maybe you do understand it, maybe you don't, and then you, because it's not breaking things, you just ship it, and that's it. And the next hour or the next day you forget about it. So you don't actually grow. How did we grow previously when we did not have these magical tools? Well, we struggled, we tried to understand, we built, we failed, and then we succeeded. And that's how we built our expertise. That's how we grew. That's how all of our knowledge is inside our head, our expertise. So if you just let AI do its thing and it's just working and you are shipping fast and fast, you might be quietly stopping to grow. XDD, we are going to go into XDD in the later videos and all of that, but it's basically you want to predict, question, ask, and then keep that knowledge. Again, subscribe to the channel and take a look at the whole playlist to find out more. And then judgment compounds for life. Now, if you go through XDD like the way you should, then the most important things that need to be inside your head, which will be your edge, which will be your advantage alongside other developers, or just to keep your job inside your company, you will become irreplaceable because you have the judgment that will drive that product forward, and not AI. AI is just going to do the syntax. You do the judgment. Okay, so that's the holistic highlight of it. So the problem, soon everyone has AI. Yeah, productivity becomes a commodity, and we so see that like rapidly expanding. It did throughout the 3 years and more, much faster in the last year. Cloud code shows and leads the way. Shortcuts quietly skip the lesson. And this is the silent rate. I touched briefly on that previously, but basically, because you want to ship faster and faster, you skip the lessons. You are not going to remember, you are not going to know your domain that much. Or if you are going to use XDD, you will. You ship fast, but stop growing. And that is what I call passive development. There's a whole chapter on passive development. Go ahead and check out the book inside the GitHub wiki. Typing code got cheap, judging code definitely did not. So we always see the headlines like, we just shipped 10,000 lines of code and that's typing code got cheap. Yes, it did get cheap, but we also get the headlines like companies are rolling back their decisions of laying off developers. Senior developers lead the way, their salaries get exponentially higher, or not exponentially, but they get paid more because they do know the judgment part. And that is what the industry is kind of now getting a sense of, that it's not just about lines of code, PRs, commits, pushes, and typing the code. It's judgment. And that is what XDD will basically teach you, what you will teach yourself, but that is a framework. Every AI answer is two investments: the thing you build and I would say also, or the person building it. And with XDD, you can just build the person. So you become basically irreplaceable even if you get laid off or you just find another job. You bring yourself to that other job. You are not going to bring the thing that you built, because you forget if you don't build yourself. The products, the pull request, the fast shipping will live at that company. It will not be brought with you to the next adventure of your life, or the other company. Now, what is the fix? The habit loop. This is a whole chapter again inside the book. Predict the answer before you see it, because AI is just going to show it to you, and then you basically are just going to accept it. There's a whole psychology behind it, and we are going to get into deeper into this topic deeper later on in the whole playlist. So then, question anything unfamiliar, ask why it works, ask to be taught, not just helped. This is really, really, anyway, all of the 4 steps are important. And then keep the lesson so it does not quietly disappear. And there are strategies of doing this. And XDD helps you quite well with that. That's why I, yes, honestly do believe that this will save your career. And the payoff? Kept lessons stack on top of each other, so capability compounds. What we basically were forced to do as senior developers, if you wanted to be good at your job at all. And then small daily choices become a huge 10-year, 5, 10, 15-year gap. And that's the long game. And yeah, if you want to, you may stop the video. You may take a look at the summary of this map. And if you want to go even deeper, I would highly recommend that you check out rebeloper.com/XDD, where you have some links. You can read the book or support XDD. This is optional, only if it did help and if you are able and willing to do so. And then also you may get in touch if you want me to talk at your conference, podcast, or event. I do believe that this is so important to talk about this, to make it available to as many developers as possible, because we are unfortunately in the dumbing down of our software developers, and that is becoming obvious by the day, and experience-driven development might change that. And finally, you might want to take a look at the GitHub repo. It's open sourced. Go ahead and share it, give feedback, give suggestions. It's github.com/rebeloper/XDD. Use it. Take a look at the book inside the README, and I will see you in the next video in this playlist, where I go through each and every section, like chapter of the book. And the next one is the first one, of course, it's the introduction.